Hello, welcome to your practice. Thank you for being here with me. Um, we'll be doing a 30-minute practice today. As always, the music, the playlist I'll be using is in the notes, so you can press play when we start moving if you'd like to follow along. So right away, find a comfortable seat, and we're going to play with a mudra today, shape of our hands. We're going to play with Garuda mudra. So you take your hands facing you. You cross the hands, doesn't really matter which one's on top, and you hook the thumbs. So you're making like little wings here. And you're going to allow your hands to just rest in front of your heart. So you have these wings right in front of the lungs. And allow the shoulders to soften, allow the elbows to get heavy. Feel free to close the eyes if that feels good for you. Feel free to soften the gaze if that feels better. And with these Garuda wings, these eagle wings in front of you, we start to summon up some of the qualities of the eagle, right? So if we think about the eagle, maybe we think about it being, really, really focused, really fierce. And then on the flip side of that, the eagle takes flight. Right? There's a sense of lightness. There's a sense of being limitless, being able to soar. So today, seeing if we can find those two qualities, which maybe feel like they're in opposition, but through our dedication, through our focus, we're able to take flight. Feel free to keep your hands in this Garuda Mudra, or you can shapeshift the hands into a prayer in front of your heart. And we'll begin our practice by chanting one Om together, breathing in deeply. Om. If the eyes are closed, the eyes can gently float open. And take your time. We'll come out onto hands and knees. If you'd like to start the playlist, now would be a good time to do that. Once we arrive on hands and knees, wrists are right under the shoulders, knees are right under the hips. We start with a few cats and cows. On a breath in, head and tail float toward the sky. On a breath out, navel draws up, pressing the floor away, rounding the spine. Again, like this, soft belly, lifting the head and the tail. Cow pose. Exhale, navel draws up, chin to the chest for our cat. One more time, heart forward and up, opening the collarbones. Exhale, drawing everything in toward the center. Bringing it back to neutral, head forward, tail back, breathing in. Feel free to widen the knees as we soften back to child's pose. Exhaling. Remembering you never need my permission to find a child's pose. You find it whenever you need it. With a breath in, we walk those hands back to the knees, rolling up to sit, maybe paralleling the shins. So we're sitting comfortably on the heels. The arms float high with a breath in. With a breath out, we take a twist over to the right side. I'm going to turn so you can see. Maybe the fingertips come down to the floor behind us. If that's a little far away, maybe the hand comes onto the back of the sacrum. Left hand finds the right thigh. We draw the navel up, heart light, crown of the head light. And with an exhale, we use the left hand and spiral a little bit deeper back over that right shoulder. Keeping the left hand where it is, the right arm can release up to the sky. And we take a lean over to the left. Maybe the hips shift to the right to create space. Exhaling, right hand crosses over, finds the left thigh. We round the spine and the elbows stay crossed. Left elbow under right as we rise, finding that eagle shape through the arms. Big breath in here. And on an exhale, gently release. We'll crawl out onto hands and knees. The right foot steps back, toes tucked under, and we spin the right heel down to the earth, swiveling around on the left knee as the right arm floats to the sky. Knee down, side plank. With a breath in, sweeping the arms up to the sky, rooting down to rise. And with an exhale, right arm slides down the right leg. It's a big lean to the right for our gate pose. On a breath in, stretching the arms back up to the sky, rising up onto that left knee. With an exhale, hands come down under the shoulders. Right arm sweeps high. We look toward the fingertips. And with an exhale, sliding the right arm under the left, maybe coming down onto the elbow, maybe coming down onto the shoulder. Continuing to root that right pinky toe down into the earth. Pressing into the left hand, we unravel. Right arm back up to the sky, bringing the right hand down, and we'll crawl the hands to the top of the mat, swiveling around onto that right foot, stepping the left foot back to meet the right foot for a plank pose. Breath in. Child's pose, softening all the way back. Exhaling. Gently walking the hands back to our knees, rolling up to sit, maybe paralleling the thighs a little bit more. Breath in, arms sweeping high. Breath out, we take our twist to the left, either fingertips touching down to the mat, or maybe the hand rests on the back of the pelvis to find some stability. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, left arm floats to the sky, and we take a big lean over to the right, maybe hips shifting as we open through the left ribs. Exhaling, left hand crosses over to find the outside of the right thigh. Right elbow stays under the left as we roll up, weaving the arms together, finding our eagle shape. Big breath in here. With an exhale, gently releasing, hands to the top of the mat, we crawl it out. Left foot steps back, toes tucked under, spinning onto the left heel, left arm to the sky, knee down, side plank. Feeling the opposition, crown of the head and tailbone in two opposite directions. Breath in, arms reaching high, rising up onto the right knee. And with an exhale, left hand slides down the left leg, taking it over to the left. Breathing in, arms sweeping back up high. Exhaling, hands come down under the shoulders. Rooting into the right hand, our left wing opens up. And we slide that arm under the left arm, under the right arm, maybe down to the elbow, maybe down to the shoulder, as we find a gentle twist through the spine. Rooting into the right hand, unraveling left arm back up to the sky, and bringing both hands down. We crawl the hands to the top of the mat, swiveling around on the left toes, stepping the right foot back to meet the left foot, plank, breathing in. Lifting the back of the ribs, downward facing dog. Breathing out. Finding a nice long inhale. Emptying out. Exhaling. With a breath in, it's a plank pose. We float forward, shoulders over the wrists, gently lowering the knees, pointing the toes, elbows hug in as we lower. Heels of the hands draw back, heart draws forward, baby cobra pose. And traveling through all fours, back to downward facing dog. Exhaling. Big breath in here, filling up the lungs. Exhale to allow the knees to soften. And we take a walk to the top of the mat. As many steps as we need to find a soft forward fold, hanging heavy. Hands find the shins. Shins press into the hands, lengthening through the spine. And with an exhale, big fold forward, releasing. Softening the knees, the left foot slides to the back of the mat, left hand down, right arm reaches to the sky for a twist. Top hand to the mat, slide the left foot forward, forward fold. Right foot slides all the way back, right palm down, left arm floats high. Left hand touches down, right foot forward, bowing into yourself. Finding one more big breath in here with an exhale, allowing the knees to soften. And we roll up to stand, stacking the spine. Pressing into the feet, the arms reach high for a prayer. Exhale, hands through the heart, releasing Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms sweep high with a breath in. With an exhale, we open to the right, sending the right arm back, left arm forward. Little twist. Right elbow slides under the left elbow, finding our eagle arms, letting the fingers get light. With an exhale, diver's pose. Let the arms wing back, lifting up onto the toes, heart forward. Breathing in, chair pose, heavy hips, arms float high. Exhale, folding forward, bowing down. Inhale, left foot steps back, right arm sweeps to the sky for our twist. Right hand down, downward facing dog. Exhaling. It's a plank pose as we breathe in. Straight legs or bent legs, we lower all the way down to the mat. Heart forward, breathing in. Downward facing dog. Breathing out. Right leg stretches back and up, inhaling. Foot between the hands with an exhale. Left foot forward, lifting halfway. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Arms to the sky, big breath in. Hands through the heart, finding our mountain pose, exhaling. Reach it high, inhale. Opening to the left, left arm back, right arm forward. Left arm under the right, weave it together, eagle shape. Exhale, diver's pose, lifting onto the tippy toes, hips back, heart forward. Breathing in, chair pose, let the hips get heavy, heart gets light. Forward fold, exhaling. Right foot slides back for a low lunge twist, left arm to the sky. Exhaling, left hand down, stepping back, down dog. Plank with a breath in. Straighter bent legs, lowering all the way down. Heart forward, Bhujangasana, cobra. Downward facing, exhaling. Left foot back and up, breath in. Soft step forward, breath out. Right foot forward, long spine. Exhale, bowing, heavy head. Arms high, breathing in. Hands through the heart, exhaling. Right back into our chair pose. One breath in, letting the heart open, letting the armpits widen. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthening the spine, breathing in. Bending the knees, planting the palms. We can step back to plank or we can hop right back, lowering halfway, chaturanga. Heart lifts, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Right away, right foot floats high, inhaling. Foot steps forward as we find our Virabhadrasana 1, warrior one pose, left heel down. Arms sweeping high. Allowing the fingertips to get light as the hips get heavy. With an exhale, winging the arms back, letting the upper body fold. Left arm reaches forward and it lifts you up and around into warrior 2. Feel free to adjust the feet as needed. Widen if that feels good for your body. Flipping the palms, letting the right ribs open. Peaceful warrior. Exhale, hands cartwheel down to the floor, walking the hands to the left, turning to the long side of the mat. Coming up onto the fingertips, lengthening the spine, breath in. Big exhale, forward fold. Head hanging heavy from the neck. Weight shifting slightly toward the toes. Breathing in, rising up onto the fingertips. Start to heel toe those feet in toward each other. And we sweep the arms to the sky for a prayer. Breath in. Hands to the heart. Breath out. Right knee rises and we open up to our tree pose. Foot comes into the inner thigh or into the inner calf, and the hands meet at the heart. Feel that left hip drawing in toward the midline, finding center. And feel free to stay here or allow the arms to sweep toward the sky. Crown of the head getting light. Breath in. Hands connecting at the heart if the arms lifted. Take a look over the right shoulder, stepping to the top of the mat, half moon pose, left leg back, left fingers high. Maybe there's a breath where we can turn the face up, getting light. Left hand down, left foot steps all the way back, finding a low lunge. Left palm plants for a side plank, right foot on top, right arm stretches to the sky. Maybe that left knee comes down for support. Listen to your body, listen to your energy level. Right hand comes down, we move toward the earth, exhaling. Pressing into the toes, lifting the heart. Down dog, breathing out. Left foot floats, inhaling. Stepping forward between the hands, right heel down, rooting to rise. Warrior one pose. Pinky toe of that right foot, rooting down, back inner thigh engaged. Exhale, take a bow, wing the arms back, let the upper body soften. Right arm circles forward, up and around, Virabhadrasana 2. Right hip moving in toward the midline, shoulders over hips. Flipping the palms for peaceful, letting the left arm lift. Hands cartwheel down, and we walk the hands to the right side of the mat for our straddle fold. Coming up onto our fingertips, lengthening, breath in. This time, hands come behind the back, interlacing the fingers, and we allow the head to get heavy as the knuckles reach up and over. One more big breath in. And with an exhale, gently releasing, hands find the earth. Coming up onto the fingertips, gently heel-toeing the feet toward one another. Pressing into those feet as we rise, high prayer. Hands find the heart, exhaling. Left knee floats, and we open up into our tree, foot in the inner thigh, or foot into the inner calf as everything moves toward the midline. Rooting down into that right foot, maybe the arms sweep high, growing your tree. If the arms lifted, the hands can connect back at the heart. Taking a look over the left shoulder, stepping to the top of the mat for our half moon. Opening it up through the right side body. Breathing in. Right hand down, big step back, low lunge. Right hand plants under the right shoulder, and it's a side plank. Left foot on top, left arm to the sky. Light through the left hip, through the left fingertips. Breath in. Left hand touches down and we lower, exhaling. Breathing in. Breathing out. Big breath here in downward facing dog. Inhaling, right foot floats. Footsteps forward between the hands. Take a moment to walk that back foot in just a step, lifting up onto the fingertips. And we root down into that right foot to fly into Virabhadrasana 3, Warrior 3 pose. With a breath in, left knee to the chest, arms to the sky, rising up. And we shift into our eagle pose, left thigh over, maybe toes hooking behind the calf, left elbow under the right elbow as we send the hips down and back. Creasing at the hip joints, the knee joints, the ankle joints. Stay low, unraveling the left leg, and we shoot it back into warrior three, maybe keeping those eagle arms, fingertips reaching away from that left heel, left toes touch down, arms to the sky, high lunge. Take a moment, feeling the weight on the 2 feet. Big breath in, and with an exhale, open it to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Keep those wings open as the left hand touches down, right arm to the sky. Low lunge twist. Press into the 2 feet, keep the wings open, rising back up, and the hands connect at the heart. Left elbow touches down outside of the right thigh, and we take a moment to spiral the heart up into that prayer shape. The left knee can definitely come down to the mat for some support. Exhaling, hands down, left foot forward, halfway lift, breath in. Chair pose, soften it back, breath out. Inhaling fully, exhaling, hands through the heart. One more twist to the right, left elbow over the right thigh, spiraling into our prayer. Left hip drawing back just as much as the right hip. Keep the knees bent, lifted up for a chair, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Spine lengthens, inhaling, bending the knees, planting the palms. You can step through plank or hop back to lower. Lifting the heart, breath in. Down dog, breath out. Big inhale. Big exhale. Left foot rises, inhaling. Foot forward between the hands. And again, we take that back foot in a step, coming up onto the fingertips. Little buoyancy here. And we take off into our warrior three pose. Lifting the heart, lifting the gaze just a little bit more. Right knee to the chest, arms to the sky, floating it up. Eagle pose, Garudasana, right thigh over, right elbow under, softening it back. With that eagle focus, determination. Keeping that focus as we unravel the right leg, warrior three with eagle arms. If it's too much with the eagle arms, let them go. We unravel the arms as we land softly in a high lunge, making sure the right pinky toe is finding the mat. With an exhale, spiraling, left arm back, right arm forward. And the right hand touches down, left arm to the sky, low lunge. Keep the wings spread, pressing down. We rise back up to that twist. Hands to the heart, right elbow down. And we find the lift. The lift in the heart, the lift in the right ribs. Both hands come down around the left foot, stepping the right foot forward, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Chair pose, breathing in. Hands to the heart, and take our twist to the left. Last twist here. Right elbow over the left thigh. Find that spiral. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale back through center chair. Exhale, bow it forward. Long spine, inhaling. Bending the knees, planting the palms, make your way back through a vinyasa of your choice, or straight back to downward facing dog. Big breath in here, in downward facing dog. And with an exhale, it's child's pose. Soften it back for a breath. Taking a look at the fingertips, we slide all the way out onto the belly. Forehead touching down, hands come behind the back, interlacing the fingers. Big breath in, and with an exhale, knuckles back. Let the heart fly forward for Shalabhasana, locust pose. One more big inhale here, fill it up, and with an exhale, gently release. Either one cheek to the mat or make a little pillow with the hands. Feel free to shake the hips out a little bit here, let it go. And gently rolling on to the back. Take a moment to flip yourself over. Stepping the feet wide, letting the knees knock in and fall and rest on one another. Bringing one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly, and allowing the back body to get heavy. Gently walking the feet in toward one another. And we'll roll over onto the right side, curling into a little ball. Pressing into the left hand, coming all the way up to sit. And we'll place the 2 feet on the mat in front of us, taking a moment to draw the knees open, soles of the feet coming to touch. Sitting up high on the sitting bones, maybe throwing a cushion or a folded blanket under the hips to give yourself a little bit more space. Big breath in here. And with an exhale, we tilt, starting from the pelvis, reaching all the way out through the crown of the head, and then exhaling to allow the upper body to soften and fold. One more big breath here. And gently rolling all the way up to sit. And drawing the knees together. And making your way down onto your back. Releasing into Shavasana. Getting comfortable, getting warm. And letting everything go. Feel free to stay in this Shavasana for as long as you'd like. Otherwise, you can start to find some movement in the fingers and the toes. And gently bending the knees, stepping the feet to the earth, rolling softly over onto the right side. And we'll meet sitting. The hands can either find a prayer or maybe you hook those thumbs in one more Garuda Mudra, our eagle shape, finding those wings, taking flight. And we'll seal our practice with Om, breathing in together. Thank you so much for your presence, for your practice.